Hello guys, welcome back to Tech Facts, which is a channel, and today we are going to discuss about Accenture interview questions 2024, and I attended this interview on July 13, and I got a selection mail or congratulation mail 2 days before, and in my experience, they only asked me HR questions, no technical or any other questions. Only HR questions and project related questions is asked for me, and that's it. And when I am talking about my experience, Accenture interviews mainly focuses on confidence, communication, and commitment of the candidate. As they provide training, they don't usually focus on technical part, mainly for SASA role, which is a common role for BSc graduates. These things are things that interviewer told me when I asked as my last question. I asked the last question as, what do you expect from a new hire in this position? They told me that they only expect confidence, communication, commitment of the candidate, and no technical skill is calculated on that interview, because they provide training before getting into the job. And so my friends, I'm going to tell that confidence is a key to get selected, so be prepared for this. And let's start the question that is asked for me. The first question was to tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself is a common question that every interview asked, and you want to be well prepared for this question, because any follow questions must be from this intro. So please mention any skills or internship that you are proficient with, but you are not proficient with, or you are introduced in your intro, that will adversely affect your interview. So be prepared for what do you know, as well as you want to prepare and practice for this basic question. It will give a first impression for this interviewer. And first, as everything, tell me about yourself. So first, if you want to tell our name, place, and then focus on education as well as your internships, if you have done any internship. So that's it. And I have given a sample answer. If you are not prepared for your tell me about yourself, or that question, you want to be get prepared, and like you want to practice that also, if you are not that confident in your answer. So that's it. And the next question that I got encountered is, why do you want to work at Accenture? The second questions I got from that interviewer, and it was a question which is based with your interest, and what kind of research are you done with that company. That's the things they are taking care in that question. Mention the job satisfaction rate is comparatively higher. That's the main point of Accenture interview. That why do you want to work at Accenture? You want to mention the job satisfaction is comparatively higher than any MNCs. And there is a sample answer. I'm impressed with Accenture commitment to innovation and its role as a leader in consulting and technology. The opportunity to work on cutting edge projects and to contribute to transformative solutions align with my career goals. Additionally, Accenture focuses on professional development, and its diverse work culture make it an ideal place for me to grow and make meaningful impact. If you are a quick learner and you want to buy hard this, and you want to confidently tell that. If not, you want to prepare your sentences with this kind of words. Impressive words make a good impression with the interviewer. So let's take consider little things like these words, and you want to be confident in that also. And the next question we are going to, can you describe a time when you worked on a team project and faced a conflict? Okay, this is a question that uh, maybe you can explain with your own experience. And also there is a thing that about the cross questions in that experience, you want to be prepared for that also. The cross questions that you can think that like you can assume you are an interviewer, and what are the cross question that you ask if a candidate that tells up your story. That was you want to that was I personally did for this question. And if not, make effective one and confidently present it. If you don't have any experience with the teamwork or any conflicts, if you want to be, make an effective one and confidently present it. Okay, there is a sample answer I would like to read for you. In one of my college courses, I was a part of a group working on major research project. We faced a conflict with two team members had different views on project's direction, which lead to disagreement and stalled progress. To address the issue, I organized a team meeting where we could openly discuss each viewpoint and rationally behind them. I facilitated the conversation by focusing on our shared objective and suggested campaigning elements from both perspectives. This collaborative approach helped us reach a consequence and integrate diverse ideas, ultimately leading to a successful project submission and a high grade. Okay, this is a sample answer. It's I know it's that much not simple for a common people or a common graduate to digest this or by heart this, so make it your own way. This is a sample answer. If you can by heart this and say it as it is so good and it will give a good impression for this interviewer. If not, you can alter this with your own simpler words and your own communication skill. Okay, the next question we are going to encounter is the fourth question, which is how do you handle a tight deadline and pressure? That was the fourth question I encountered, and I answered it with these points like prioritizing my task by breaking them down into manageable steps and setting intermediate deadlines, and also that's main thing. That's a pain point of this question. We want to mention that points rather than sharing your experience. If you have an experience with that, you can tell so that it's completely fine and your choice. But I think a practical answer will be more good for a good impression. So it will give a learny feel for the interview, I think. And in my sample answer I wrote that I prioritize my task by breaking them down into manageable steps and setting intermediate deadlines. I also make sure to communicate clearly with my team about progress and any potential roadblocks. For example, during a recent project with a tight deadline, I created a detailed schedule and held regular check-ins with my team, which helped us stay on track and deliver the project on time. It was simple and but it's so powerful for a interviewer to know your skills and your confidence. It clearly specifies your confidence. That's a thing that needed in Accenture interviews. Okay, and the next question I encountered is tell me about your project. That's the main question in this whole interview. That much mean you want to be prepared for your project. If you have the best project, you can explain that, or else they will ask you finally a project. You can explain about that also. You want to be prepared for the what are the technologies that is used and what the main aim of the project, and you want to be prepared for what is if the your project got an existing system in this social media, so you want to be prepared for what are the advantages of your proposed system. That was the main question for me also. And explain your best project that genuinely done by you. It's better to be genuinely done by you, because they will ask those questions and in-depth questions, so better to be done by you or only. And the follow-up questions that I encountered was, what was your role on this project? What are difficulties you faced during this project? How did you overcome? These are the questions that I encountered. You want to be prepared for this questions also. That will be a good form. And when I'm talking about the next question, how do you prioritize your work when you have multiple deadlines? Okay, this question is to test your skills in timelines and your punctuality. So include these points, and in the sample answer I included Like I use a combination of time management techniques and tools. I start by listing all tasks and deadlines. Then I assess the urgency and impact of each task. I use tools like calendars and task management app to schedule and track my work. For example, when managing multiple deadlines, I allocate specific time for each task and adjust as needed based on the shifting priorities or new information. It was a good example, and if you are a good learner, you can by heart this as well as you can present it with the confidence. It will be great for a good answer for this question, I would suggest. And when you're going to next question, can you give an example of a time when you showed leadership? It was an essential feature or essential skill that you needed for this job, which was leadership in a team, is essential for Accenture. If possible, explain your experience in college or internship or in real life too. You can explain your experiences in real life also in this question by your story and practice it well before the interview. It will be great if you are like making the that story on that time of the interview. It will be so hard to you to make that happen, and it's so hard to convey that way, okay, to the interviewer, and you want to be prepared for that. And in my sample answer, I would suggest during a group project at university, I noticed that our team was struggling with coordination and deadline. I took the initiative to organize a meeting to reassign our goals and distribute tasks more efficiently. I also set up a shared document to track progress and ask roles based on each member's strength. This approach improved our efficiency and led to a successful project outcome. That was a sample answer from my side. And when you're moving to the next question, what are your strengths and weaknesses? This is a crucial question also. You want to explain your strength as your pride and explain the weakness along with the measures you are taking to make it your pride, or like you are, what are the measures that you are taking to be more less weakness in that area. Okay, the sample answer that I took come across was, one of my key strengths is my analytical ability. I enjoy breaking down complex problems and finding actionable solutions. For example, I successfully analyzed customer feedback to improve a product feature in my previous internship. A weakness I am working on it is a tendency to overly detail oriented. To address this, I have been focusing on setting clear priorities and delegating tasks when priority. As you noticed or not, there is a measure that we are taking to minimize that weakness. That is an important thing, and you want to characterize this sample answer into your strength and weaknesses. That will be a best answer for this question also. And can you describe a time when you felt like you failed and how you overcome it? It was a crucial question for me that I was not prepared for this question. I got stumbled in this question, I would say. And explain any situation from your life or real life or like internship or college project, anything. But the sample answer I came across was during my final year of college, I led a group project that missed several deadlines, resulting in a less than ideal outcome. I felt I had failed both the project and my team. To overcome this, I sought feedback and I realized I needed to improve my project management skill. I took a course in project management and applied what I learned to future projects, which lead to better coordination and successful outcomes. This experience taught me the value of adaptability and continuous improvement. Okay, if you are telling this type of answer, you would encounter any questions related to that project management course. So you want to be prepared for that also when you're giving this particular sample answer. Okay, we are going to the next question. The last question that I encountered was, are you open to relocate? Okay, this was a question, the last question that they asked, and they want only the answer yes, but don't say simply say yes. Use this because to impress your interest towards the company. You can say, yes, I'm open to relocating. I understand the opportunity for growth and development can sometimes require being in a different location. I'm flexible and willing to move if it means contributing to the team and advising my career. And you can also mention that through this relocation I can encounter any uh, professional experienced people rather than focusing on my own state. Okay, that's a thing also you can include with this answer. And that the last question was, as in every interview, the last question was, did you have any questions with me? And I asked him that what do you accept from a new hire for this position, and they said that communication and commitment and confidence of the candidate is the only thing we needed in this particular job. So that's the thing that I want to say to you also. You will want to be so much confident in your communication skill, as well as commitment. You want to express your commitment towards the company. So research about the company, and as well as prepare for these questions also. If you have any technical knowledge, you want to brush up this also, because some of the social medias are telling that they encountered the technical questions also. I don't encounter any technical questions, so I am simply sharing my experience, and you want to be prepared for these questions. And all the best for your interviews. Thank you. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, because there are coming up so many interview experience of mine, as well as any assessment experiences also. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. And also you want to like this channel if you are interested in this content, and if you feel it helped you. Okay, thank you.